Is it possible to claim you stand for tolerance and humanity while simultaneously advocating for the political assassination of those you disagree with? That is the haunting question facing Maine's presumptive Democratic Senate nominee, Graham Plattner, as a series of disturbing, unearthed comments from his past begin to dismantle his bid for the U.S. Senate. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss our deep dives into the stories the mainstream media might be trying to downplay. The controversy centers on a now-deleted Reddit account belonging to Plattner, where he operated under the moniker P-Hustle. In a 2013 post responding to news of Antifa protesters attacking a political party's offices in Greece, Plattner wrote something that has sent shockwaves through the MAINE electorate. He claimed that, and I quote, "There are times in this world when, for the good of tolerance and humanity, you need to kill a motherfucker." He went on to admit that while most people find that idea repulsive, he viewed their moral hesitation as a pragmatic shortfall. This wasn't just a one-off comment made in the heat of the moment. As we dug deeper into the records, we found a pattern of radicalization. Plattner openly identified as a member of the Socialist Rifle Association, a group designed to provide a rebuff against what he called reactionary right-wing firearms culture. He has frequently referred to Republicans, including President Donald Trump, as fascists. In other posts, he didn't just stop at advocating for violence, he displayed a profound disdain for large swaths of the American public, calling rural Americans stupid and even mocking wounded soldiers, stating one didn't deserve to live. Now, the campaign is in damage control mode. Plattner has issued a blanket apology, claiming these thousands of vulgar and violent comments are not reflective at all of who I am. He's asking voters to judge him on who he is today, not on the dumbest thing he wrote on the internet. But can a man who once expressed a desire to kill for his political beliefs really be trusted with the legislative power of a United States senator? The implications of this are massive. Plattner is currently running effectively unopposed in the primary, positioning him as the primary challenger to incumbent Republican Senator Susan Collins in 2026. If the Democratic base in Maine is forced to rally behind a candidate with this kind of baggage, it could fundamentally shift the dynamics of one of the most closely watched Senate races in the country. We are seeing a candidate who has, by his own admission, identified as a communist and a socialist, now attempting to scrub that image while his past words continue to haunt his future. Critics are pointing out that while Plattner claims his language was merely the crude humor picked up during his service in Afghanistan, the sheer volume and specificity of his hateful rhetoric suggests something much deeper. When you combine his support for political violence, his derogatory comments about black people and rural citizens, and his admitted membership in radical ideological groups, it paints a picture that is difficult for any PR firm to spin away. So, what do you think about this? Is this just a case of someone's youthful, edgy online past being weaponized by political opponents? Or is this a genuine look at a candidate's radical core values? Could a person who advocates for killing for humanity ever represent the interests of all Americans? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear where you stand on this. As we move toward the 2026 midterms, these revelations are a stark reminder that in the digital age, nothing is ever truly deleted. Every word we write online becomes part of our permanent record. For Graham Plattner, that record is now the biggest obstacle standing between him and a seat in the United States Senate. We will be following this story closely as more details emerge. Stay tuned, stay informed, and we will see you in the next video.